Hi everyone, it is almost the middle of January in 2025 and lots of drama this week with everything going on in LA and everything like that. It's been wild. We hosted a good friend of ours who came to stay with us to get out of LA, and there's a lot of terrible things happening there to our friends, and also a lot of history that's being sort of consumed by it all, and it's all very sad. But anyway, you can't turn on the news without knowing about it. We just good wishes to everyone and everyone who's on the front lines who are taking care of things, the first responders, EMTs, and firefighters and police who are stopping looters and all that sort of business. So anyway, God bless them. So here we are with another unboxing, and it's only been a couple of weeks since the last one. Some of these packages, like this one from our lovely, terrific Terry from Dearly Departed Tours, and Misty and Neil, and so many people, Tamas and Lance, they've all sent lovely things. And with I think the anticipation of being, have them open at Christmas time. But December was a wild month, a really busy month, lots of things going on, and January was that way too. So hopefully things are going to calm down now. And I'm going to go back to Christmas, I guess. There are still Christmas presents here. So we're going to go with this unboxing. I think it's 51. I think it's 51 now. I believe we ended the year on number 50. So this is, I'm saying that we might have to edit this out, but I think it's the 51st unboxing. So welcome to the 51st unboxing, and thank you in advance to everyone who sent us lovely things. I can hear your stomach.
I know.
Terrific Terry from Dearly Departed Tours, and from Carrie, and lovely Terry, who was in Carrie. The Carrie High School, where Terry Bolo filmed her scenes from the movie Carrie, was consumed by the fire. So a piece of cinematic history gone, as well as school system, and as well as terrific Terry. We love Terry. Whoever thought? Some festive paper. Gosh, remember that kind of paper? I think my grandparents we had a nativity scene, and this was like the mountains that they used behind it to make it look like snow, I guess. Oh, let's see. Oh. Oh, how fun is that? It's a Day of the Dead skull. How fun. And it comes with hardware, too. Oh, Terry, you're too much. Terry, you're so very. Oh, look at that. The Golden Age close cover before striking of matchbooks art. Oh, how fun is that? It's matchbooks. And we love our matchbooks. I think there's a term for people who, it's like people who like graves or thanatologists. Oops, can't do that one because it'll be demonetized. But there's like thanatologists who like cemeteries or into, there's a word for, that's the LA restaurant. I remember that because I remember these too from LA restaurants. Are they all from El Mirador? Are these also in California? I don't think so. But I recognize some. Witch stand. Hey, this is cool. Thank you, terrific Terry. Man-sized sandwich. What's that? Isn't that?
Is it a pig or a cow?
Yeah, but what's the thing on its...
No, it's a cow, eh?
What's the thing on its rear? Oh, you know what? The matches probably showed through that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. This is funny. Oh, this is fun. Thank you. Nice and colorful. Colorful book. Terrific Terry. Terrific Terry, who had the unfortunate instance of having to deal with the purple demon at the shop. Thank you, Terrific Terry. Merry Christmas belated to you. And we love you. We miss you. That was very, very nice. And I'm glad you're doing well. Because I spoke to you, I messaged you because she lives really close to where all that evacuation was going on. So, wonderful Neil Robertson. This has been sitting here for a really long time, too. Neil asked to make sure that we got it. So I apologize, Neil, again for for, it's just been, it's been a month. Ooh, looks like somebody accustomed chewed through it. Oh, look. Okay. Oh, May. Hollywood Wit. Mae West. Jackie Stallone. An actress is someone with no ability who sits around waiting to go on alimony. Al Jolson. I can see what Jack Warner can do with an Oscar. It can't say yes. Oh, that's fun. That'll be fun to go through. Oh, look at that. Oh, how wonderful is that? Hollywood dogs. Isn't it funny? We're just talking about dogs today. And how many dogs need rescuing. Because they're all... Oh, Marilyn and Muff. And I think that's that green top that Scott has. I think so. I think that's the one we saw at his shop, at his place, Scott Fortner with the Marilyn Monroe collection. Bing. Look at that. Everyone's so happy. Bogey and Bacall, they had it all. And there's a card here. Hey, you fabulous couple. It's beginning to look a lot like cocktails. Have a great Christmas. To my dear friends, may your Christmas be as jolly as Santa after 3 glasses of whiskey. Neil. Thank you, Neil. These are fun books. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hollywood Wit. Wit and Hollywood Dogs.
What are they? Hollywood what?
Dogs.
Dogs? Are you from Michigan?
No, that's just a funny way to pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what we have here. Now, I'll say, this has been here for a while, so I know that some of these packages were things that I got on eBay for future videos. And so I some of these may not be, I don't know what. They're going to be cool, but some of these may not have been gifts from people. I love bubble wrap. I like it a lot better than I like. Whoa, peanuts. Circus with those peanuts. Yeah, I can tell this is one of the things I bought. Who had a... Thanks. Oh, look at that. Oh, a coffee mug from... That's really tedious. From Sonny Bono's restaurant called Bono in Palm Springs. His death anniversary was just really recently, and I wanted to do a video about him. Reading Cher's book right now, or listening to Cher's book right now, and it's fascinating her stories about Sonny and not being the most wonderful person in the world. But there's a couple of things that I discovered about him that I'm going to feature in a video at some point. So I wanted that, because like the matchbook videos that I do, I like to go back to the places where they came from. And Sonny Bono used to be the mayor of Palm Springs, and he's buried just down the street from us. So I thought he'd be worthy of a video. Now this is from Alan, our wonderful friend Alan Ellenburger, and this has been here again for quite a long time. Thank you, Alan. Sorry about that. And Alan let me interview him for the Ramon Navarro video that we did last year. And Alan's an author who's written some great books. Valentino, he's currently writing a book about Hollywood Forever Cemetery. So I'm very interested to see what Alan has shared with us. Scott and Troy. Oh, look. A memorial service for Marilyn Monroe at Westwood. So that was 2009. Let's see, Merry Christmas. Scott and Troy, I've heard that you collected celebrity funeral programs. Here are some I have over the years. Hope you don't already have most of them. Hope you had a great holiday. Wow. Ellen. So this is Marilyn's anniversary. They have one of these every year for her at Westwood. And this is number 47. Who were speakers? Susan Griffiths, Norma Barsman, Kathleen Hughes, A.C. Lyles, George Barris. What did George Barris have to do with Marilyn? John Gilmore. Wow. John Gilmore was our friend. John Gilmore did a tour with us. And memorial bench dedication, Scott Fortner. Didn't we just talk about him a second ago? Mm-hmm. Good old Scott. Oh, this one's from 2008. Rand Brooks. These are cool. Actor had roles in westerns, Gone with the Wind, with Marilyn. Cimarron Kid, Hopalong Cassidy, Lone Ranger, Gunsmoke, Maverick. So he was on those shows quite often. Played Scarlett O'Hara's younger sister. Wait. He was a natural and instinctive actor, said Ann Rutherford. Okay. Beverly Hills High School graduate. I don't know much about Rand Brooks. 2003. And where was it? They don't have a final destination. That's on Find a Grave, no doubt. Here for Peace. Okay. Put these over here. I have to be careful with. Oh, look it's Isabel. This is Wheezy. That's cool. Wow. Good old Isabel. Louise Jefferson. For their assistance and support, Marla Gibbs, Fritz Good, Michael Yeda. Jazz band was there. That must have been nice. This must have been a fun experience. And she's at the Leonard Goldenson Theater, Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, and who is buried at Hollywood Forest Lawn. Norman Lear. Jack Shea, probably. Wow, this is cool. And Marla, she spoke. Nice. She's buried at Hollywood, Forest Lawn, Hollywood Hills. Ivar Theater, Sandy Barron. Stage. The premise, Obie Award with Richard Pryor. Appearing nightly with talent such as Buck Henry, George Siegel, Alan Arkin, Ellen Alda, Joan Rivers, Louise Lasser, Renee Taylor. If it's Tuesday, it must be Belgium. Broadway, Danny Rose, Birdie, Sid and Nancy. He managed the Chelsea Hotel in Sid and Nancy. Vamp, Natural Man, Eskimo. Della Risha, wow. He's got a ton of credits. Marty Ingalls was the spoke there.
Louise Lasser. Me Hartman. Me Hartman.
Benedict Canyon. Louise Lasser was a Benedict Canyon a thing. She was from Benedict Canyon. She had a thing. Her house was broken into, and she was like kidnapped or something like that, tied up in Benedict Canyon. That's a weird story. Oh, look at Bob Mitchell. He was the organist for all. He was a silent film organist who literally did silent film, accompanying films. And I remember seeing him at the silent movie theater where that murder happened. I did that Ghost Adventures episode there too. But the silent movie theater, which was on Fairfax, which was owned at the time by Lawrence Austin, who was murdered in the lobby by his boyfriend. So Lawrence Austin, he looked like Phantasm, the guy from Phantasm, and he'd introduce the films, and then Bob Mitchell would accompany the films on the organ. And a beloved fixture in Los Angeles, and he is buried now in Hollywood Cemetery. So that's nice. Oh, Robert Urich, that's fun. I think I've been to his house too, where he died. Back in the 90s, I took pictures of that. We like Robert Urich. Ed Bradley. Aaron Neville, The Eulogy. This is sad, but I don't know who this guy is.
He's on like 60 Minutes. He was like a newscaster.
Oh, was he?
60 Minutes or 20.
Ed Bradley? Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Oh, yeah. I recognize him now. Yeah. Not a lot of definition here. And that's kind of an odd picture, too, isn't it? Like, was he ill when they took that picture?
Maybe just, elderly, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember him. Jimmy Buffett? Oh, that must be just the song. Wynton Marsalis did a tribute to him. Interesting. Oh, look at that, the Tyrone Power Memorial Service, Hollywood Cemetery. Man, I've never been to one of his memorial services. I've been to the Valentino one, but I've never been to one of his. And he's got that beautiful monument. Oh, look, it's Hattie McDaniel from Gone with the Wind, who I understand wanted to be buried by in Hollywood Cemetery, but they wouldn't let her for the fact that she wasn't white. And she was buried in Rosedale, Angeles Rosedale. And then when the guys took over at Hollywood Forever, they offered to have Hattie exhumed and brought to Hollywood Forever to honor her last wishes, and her relatives said no, she's fine, actually, where she is. So they built a monument to Hattie McDaniel honoring her at the cemetery. And this is the monument memorial unveiling, which is really sweet. That was a really neat gesture. Oh, and look at this, Robert Noodleman. I met him a couple of times when I used to volunteer at the barn, the DeMille barn. And he was a determined individual who saved a lot of artifacts around Hollywood. He was a bulldog. There he is with Debbie. And yeah, people saw him and it was like, holy shit, man. They see him coming and they were like, man, if they wanted to do any developing in Hollywood, this guy was on them. He was hardcore. And yeah, this is neat. Thank you, Robert Noodleman. And Clayton Moore, the Lone Ranger. Robert Sampson, Johnny Crawford, Walt LaRue, Leonard Maltin. And this is at the Autry Museum. And Ann Miller, no kidding, Private Interment, Holy Cross Mortuary. And I wish I would have got one of her wigs. That would have been a really fun thing to get at her estate sale. Actually, her driver's license with the insane wig was kind of a cool thing too, but that was, The Celtic Song of Farewell. Albert Haig. That's the guy from Fame. I remember him mostly from Fame, the movie, and Fame, the TV show. But he also, I remember I met him at one of those autograph shows. I believe he wrote the song You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Albert himself wrote, I'm living proof that America works. Here I was an 18-year-old kid all alone in a foreign country, running away from the Nazis, not speaking a word of English. Without 2 pennies to rub together, 16 years later, I celebrated the opening night of my first Broadway hit. And Foster Brooks, wow. Whose gig was pretending to be drunk. He was really good at it. There he is with Bob, Lucy, looks like Gerald Ford, Cary Grant, George Burns. 100 years from now, it will not matter what kind of car I drove, what kind of house I live in, how much I had in the bank, nor what clothes looked like, but the world may be a little better because I was important in the life of a child. Christopher Nixon, Satyr, now cracked a noble heart. Do you know this guy? Off the top of your head? I don't, off the top of my head. Okay, we took a second break, just for a few seconds, to get my laptop out so I can look these people up, because it's kind of embarrassing not knowing who they are. So Christopher Nixon Satyr was a producer, or assistant director and a producer known for The Black Hole and Pete's Dragon and Seven Brides for Seven Brothers in 1982. And so this is from his memorial service in Pasadena. Now this is, we love Penny Singleton. She was Blondie. She was literally Blondie on the TV show Blondie. And the voice of Jane Jetson. And I know there's more voices too, and I know there's many more credits to her, but those are just what I'm thinking off the top of my head. Penny Singleton. I think she was Judy Jetson too. Should be a flying car. The First Presbyterian Church of North Hollywood. So, okay, here's a nice obituary that they gave out. Someone knew who she was. 28 movies and radio. Blondie, the scattered brain yet often sensible character that she played in 28 movies from 38 to 1950 with Arthur Lake, who's buried at Hollywood Cemetery. Jimmy Durante, Boy Meets Girl. I was looking for the voiceover stuff. Blondie, Gymnast, Jack Benny, Good News, City Hall, Boy Meets Girl, Blondie, Bumsteads. They don't have the names. Oh, here we go. Singleton was the voice of Jane Jetson on the TV show The Jetsons, which began in 1962. She later worked in the TV specials and a 1969 movie featuring the futuristic family, as well as a few guest appearances. After Blondie, she became active in labor unions, particularly the American Guild of Variety Artists. I thought she was Judy Jetson, too. Maybe that was, well, this is cool anyway. Thank you. This is neat. Dick Sheehan, Johnny Grant. Oh, Ann Savage. Wow, she was something. Yeah, Detour, what a movie. She was hardcore. This movie, she was great, Ann Savage, but she was like, man, she had an edge to her. I just remember that my favorite part, she goes, shut up, this movie. In fact, I saw it at the Hollywood Cemetery. I don't know if it was after she died, but I remember seeing it there at one of the screenings. And she isn't... She's at Beth Olam Cemetery within the grounds of Hollywood Forever, but its own thing because it's a specialized area for Jewish people. And look at that. Earl Holliman, he just died. He was a casket pallbearer for Hal England. And Hal England, because I could look him up right here. He was in Broadway productions on television. Oh, you know what? The one thing is, he was in a Bewitched episode where she went to Salem in 1969. But he did a commercial. I remember this now. He did a commercial for Kentucky Fried Chicken, and KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, sued him because he did a commercial for McDonald's as well. And it was settled out of court, I think. But he'd been in a lot of television programs, they say over 100 television programs and 200 commercials. So he was at Forest Lawn, Church of the Hills, and Hollywood Hills. And Carol O'Connor, Archie Bunker, St. Paul the Apostle Church in L.A. What was his other one? Night? Do you remember? Nightshade, was it called? Or...
I know what you're talking about. He was a cop in like New Orleans.
He was like, wasn't he like I thought he was like a sheriff or something. But of course, All in the Family is how I know him the most.
I don't think it was New Orleans, but yeah.
And he, what an interesting life he had. Ultra, he played Archie Bunker, who was this bigoted old man. Nasty guy, and he was the farthest thing from it. It was really interesting to listen to him talk, and he was active politically and in a lot of different social issues. And when he died, Actors Fund, John Wayne Cancer Institute, National Museum of American Indian in D.C. His son, Hugh O'Connor, was also in Nightshade, I think it was called, and he ended up overdosing and dying, and Carol O'Connor went after the drug dealer, and I think he got the drug dealer prosecuted. But yeah, that was like the first time that ever happened. Look at Larry Heckman gave the service, and he's at Westwood Cemetery, Westwood Memorial Park. Mary Kane Peckham Keach. And I looked her up, and she was Stacy Keach's mother. And as best I could see, a very highly respected woman as a philanthropist, raising money for notable causes. But that was what I could find of her. But I'm sure there'll be more information to find. And this is John Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas. And we did a video, and I had one of these, but it's like a photocopied one. So this is like a real nice first generation one. And look at that Ramon Chapel Palm Springs Mortuary, which is now Hollywood. Forest Lawn, over on Ramon and Duval. But yeah, that's wild. That's pretty. And I'm not going to say this guy's name. Meti Meta. And Meli Meta. It's an interesting font. But I looked him up, and he was a conductor. And he
wasn't Zubin Mater.
There was
too?
There was Zubin. Well, I don't know if that was the.
I can't think of something else.
Yeah.
I know there was like a Zubin.
Meli Meta. American Youth Symphony Fund, Westwood Boulevard. And Gene Autry and his death certificate. Gene Autry, the singing cowboy. And I think he's the only person, aside from Bob Hope, who has 5 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Is it television, movies, recording, stage, and radio. But Bob Hope didn't have one of those, but he ended up getting an honorary one, and that's why he has 5. So Gene Autry has 5. And if you remember Here Comes Santa Claus, that song, the Christmas Carol, which is actually Here Comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane, which is actually Hollywood Boulevard. It was written for Hollywood Christmas Parade. Look at this cast of characters that spoke. Jerry Scoggins, Mayor Reardon, Ann Miller and Ann Rutherford, Dick Jones, Angie Dickinson. Wow, these are some names here. Johnny Grant. This is really cool. Very cool. Thank you. And his death certificate, which shows he died. Oh, this is too. Oh, that must have been like the order of service. And this is the funeral booklet. Studio City. And we drive down Gene Autry Boulevard several times a week. Yeah, here we go. The only entertainer that has 5 stars in the Walk of Fame. Records, film, live theater, performance, including rodeo.
Did it say rodeo?
Yeah. And he died cardiopulmonary arrest, respiratory failure, and lymphoma on October 2nd, 1998. And he owned, what was it, the Angels? I think it was, the baseball team, the Angels. And I think his wife may still, I think she sold it recently, but they were worth ridiculous money, insane money. But these are very, what does it say, pacemaker? Biopsy? Interesting. Well, thank you very much, Alan. These are treasures that will go in the collection. All right, we've got a lot to cover today, and so here's the newest from Tamas. This showed up today, actually, RCA, and with the beautiful New Year colors. Thank God we live right by the hospital. It's only a quick drive if I happen to slice a digit. I'm trying to keep it sane. A little box, because I have a little box fetish. I love little containers.
Oh, this is cute too. Look at this.
A little snap.
The snap. A very satisfying snap. Oh, Niagara Falls. And look at that, Troy. We have very good memories of Niagara Falls. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah. That's cool. Niagara Falls. I love that place. We always said we'd go back there, you know, but we never, well, we hardly travel. Haven't been like back to Michigan together or anything in a long time. Yeah, the last time we went to Michigan, wasn't it? We went for my nephew's wedding and got COVID, and we couldn't go to the wedding. That was like ridiculous. The last time we were there together. Oh, look at that. From Cuba. And another container. What are we going to put in all these? Ooh. These are cute. We're going to put all these containers. We love these. Thank you, Tamas. Those are very cool. Very cool.
Smell the wood.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite. I love them all, but I think this is my favorite. I can't read what it says. Cute. Thank you. Let's see. This comes from Janet. Janet Hamilton. We know Janet Hamilton. Janet Hamilton. She has been generous to us in the past. Oh, look. Oh, Richard. Private Collection of Dazzling Desserts by Richard Simmons. Ah, sweetie pie. Hey guys, make one of these goodies on your next video. Ho, ho, ho. Janet Hamilton. That's sweet. Thank you. What a sad day. Richard Simmons, who never caused harm to anybody. And such a mess in his estate afterwards. Oh, these are fun. We have so many celebrities. We've got to get moving on these to do these things. Because these are fun to go in. The pink tie only frozen souffle. Snow White coconut rice pudding. Oh, it's got coconut though. What a nice man. Thank you. Thank you very much, Janet Hamilton. We love that. Thank you. Now look. Here's a gift from our friend Misty. Misty Pate of Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter. And always send such wonderful treats. Merry late Christmas or merry late opening, Misty. Hope you're doing good. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Let's see. Oh, look at the 12 Days of Richard Simmons. Well, we'll have this ready for next year. Oh, gosh, remember? Well, you don't remember. You weren't there. When we used to go by his house on the tour, he would, sometimes he'd come out and say hey to everyone. But he had this window above his front door, and if you toot the horn, the dogs would come up to the window. And sometimes he'd come up to the window and wave to everyone. He was so nice. 4 healthy meals and a healthy way to start the day. 7 sequin tank tops. On the 12th day, my true love gives me 12 nightly phone calls, 11 lads a lunging, buns a squeezing. Richard. Fun. Highly doubt this is original, but you never know. Oh, it's a Joan Crawford. Yeah, you don't know. I have to be really careful, just in case it is. Pretty picture. I don't think it is an actual autograph, but it's certainly something MGM used to send out. But it's pretty. Thank you, Joan. We've already done it. Should I pack up my things? Misty says, Scott and Troy, I sent you a brick, but it's a good brick. Okay, I'm not going to read any more. Oh, it is a brick. A proper brick. Okay, I brought this in Fairmount back in the 90s when they were trying to raise money to save the Fairmount Gymnasium, and they couldn't save it. I feel it's best with your other artifacts. Oh, nice. And it's interesting because Mark Kinnaman, our friend Mark in Fairmount, just sent me a piece of curtain from this place. So this is from Fairmount High School, where James Dean graduated from high school. Oh, wow. To add to the Jimmy collection. Look at that. Class of 1949. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a shame they couldn't save that place. Very neat. Very, very neat. Here's a thoughtful Misty. Oops, something dropped. I'm going to reach. Diana. I don't know who Diana is. And everyone goes, you idiot, don't you know? Lana Turner. Mickey Rooney. And Holiday Inn. Panama City, Florida. Look at that. I love those signs. You never see those signs anymore. You just never see those signs. That is just a real shame. Oh, there's more cards. There's Misty's chain. She has a YouTube channel. Every Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. Travelers Insurance Company. This looks like one of those Oh, it is a World Fair. New York World Fair, 6465. That's not the one we have the tray from, is it? Mm-hmm. No. That's cool. Look at the graphics. They don't make buildings like that anymore. Sienna and shorts. Oh, and retro minis. And you're saying that's okay to be a kid. It's okay to be a kid again. Planters Peanuts. You sent me one for Kentucky Fried Chicken. And they were like mini chickens mini pieces of chicken and stuff like that. And these are miniature things are so cool. There's that's another probably psychological thing. People who collect miniature stuff. Oh, is there another thing? Yeah. It's probably like me in boxes. People want to keep things like in containers and keep them away from people or something.
Is there candy in it?
No. Misty hates us. There's no candy. There is candy on. It's Pez. It's Pez. There's not real candy in this. But there's many things. Little Spam. These are cool. I love these little things. Oh, with VHS. Isn't that funny?
Oh, look at
yeah.
Case and everything.
Yeah, and you guys, you can just think, this is what I'm working on right now, is transferring all my old VHS tapes to into electronic files. So it's funny that we're right here doing that. And those are all, I can't do half of them because they're British, and I have to get a British player, but those on top, I'm just slowly getting through to transfer them so I can watch them again. Bananos, my mom used to call them bananos.
Bananas.
Dole. Kids love bananas, don't they? You know they do. And that's why Dole bananas are great for me and you. And if somebody asks me to remember something important, STP. Brad's t-shirt and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I forget what STP stands for. Those are words for something. But these are very cute. Everything is cute. Thank you, Misty. Everything you always send is so cute. Thank you, Misty. Before I go any further, we made sure that we double-checked the packaging. We found this is in the package that Janet Hamilton sent us. So thank you. Thank you. Actually, I should do the rest of the unboxing with you then.
They even fit.
I always thought these things reminded me of the Fagan, from Oliver. I don't know if you know that reference, but the Fagan. There's the Artful Dodger and the Fagan.
Oh, yeah.
There. So this comes from our brother in true crime, Michael Channels, who I interviewed. There's Michael Channels with Mr. Manson. And I interviewed, there he is with Dark Tourist. He was on that show too. At the same time I was, but they cut me out because Michael is much more important. But Michael has been a good friend, and I look forward to seeing him again sometime. So we'll see what Michael Channels. Back Porch Tapes is the name of his channel on YouTube, and he is a historian of anything Tate LaBianca, mostly Manson, and it's fascinating the stuff that he has saved. And we knew about each other for years, but we didn't meet until after Manson passed away. So look at this. Charles Manson's prison gambling coin. $quarter. Number one of 22. This is 2002. Certificate of authenticity. This is legit. And I know Michael very well. And I got this coin for Scott and Corcoran in a poker game with Charles Manson. How nice. A Charles Manson quarter. Who gets one of those? James Dean's brick. And a quarter from Charles Manson via Michael Channels. Thank you, Michael. This is going to go in my Helter Skelter collection. Oh, they have his branded, his initials pounded into it. CM. Thank you, Michael. Merry Christmas or Happy New Year to you in where you are. I'm not going to say where you are. And I look forward to seeing you this year. That's a very unique gift. You don't get many of those. I have a feeling this is going to be something I got online. I have a feeling of that. Like on eBay or something. Because I know there are a couple of things. Oh, maybe not. Oh, Scott and Troy. This isn't an eBay thing. This is a Scott and Troy thing. I wish you a holly dolly Christmas. Oh, nice. Oh, it's Elisa Jordan. Scott and Troy wishing you both the merriest Christmas and the happiest of New Year's. Many blessings for 2025. Elisa Jordan, LA Woman Tours, and my sister and Dolly. We love Dolly. Oh my God. They have a Dolly Pop Doll. That's hilarious. Oh, God bless her. That's really funny. And it's legit, too. She wouldn't let that happen. Number 351. People go mental for these Funko things. Mental. And it's shocking to me how they like the Ramones and stuff. It's just really, this is really cute. Thank you, Elisa. It was very nice of you to send to us. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
I hate to whip through these things, but we have a schedule. Oh, our buddy Christian. And I have a feeling he's got something from his YouTube channel here. I hope so. Christian is a good guy. I met him via Jordan. He came and took the tour when Jordan was doing tours with us.
And he's always been so kind and generous to us. Light the Way, James Dean Era, a CD plus DVD. Disc 1 CD, Disc 2 DVD. Oh, okay. I'm a Fool, Natalie Wood. Interview, commercials. Oh, and look at, there's a presented by David Lohr from the James Dean Gallery in Fairmount. Lair, I think it's. I keep meaning to ask him, Lohr or Lair, but we know who he is. He and Lenny have the James Dean Gallery in Fairmount. Light the Way CD, my band's new album. We got some great. He sent us last year. He sent us Christmas specials, and he sent us television curtain. And he sent us Give Me a Ramones record when I met him in person. Very Merry Christmas. Have a blessed Christmas. Thanks for the videos and podcasts. When I get my podcast going, I'd like to have you on. Certainly. I've got you. I've got a note here from you that I will read privately. I think this is a newsletter type of thing, so I'll read that privately. But Grave Time, Christian, and if you look up Christian Grave Time on YouTube, you'll find him. Rock and roll, man. Thank you, Christian. Very kind of you. This comes from Lance, our buddy Lance. How's every little thing? Lance in New York, who is a pop culture junkie, much like we are. Guys, you can look over on the shelf and see some of this stuff. I mean, Prell, the 1969 Playboy thing he gave us, Liberace soap she gave us. I know there's more stuff up there. I feel guilty and I have anything in the last unboxing. I have a few things on the way. Love, Lance. Oh, look at that. Isn't that funny? There's a 75 Rocky at New York pre-movie release with Tim Curry from The Village Voice. There's a great page on Facebook. It's a Rocky Horror 50th anniversary thing, and they're documenting Rocky Horror 50 years ago, day by day. And they just left the Roxy 50 years ago, and we're heading to the Belasco in New York, where it flopped, and the movie was not in production yet. Wait, no, the movie finished? The movie wrapped? Yes, the movie wrapped, but the play was still going on, and the movie wasn't released. So the play was going on in LA, then it was moved to New York. Well, meanwhile, the film was in post-production. They had just finished filming in England. Whoops. Oh, there's more stuff. Rockumentary play, Charles Manson and His Family. 72. The Mad Monster Party, that's great. The Capitol Theater. Phyllis Diller and Boris Karloff. And look, Dinner a Go-Go. You got eagle eyes, Lance, I swear. Most people would glance over stuff like that, and you're like, bam, you're on it. Oh, look. It's a nightlight. It's a fortune teller nightlight.
Cute.
Yes, it is cute. I think it's a nightlight. It must be a nightlight. I bet it's a little
like
fortune.
The crystal ball glow.
Yeah. That's cool. It's very Zoltar, Madame Zena, or... And what year is this? 1968. December 1968. Christmas starts Thursday, December 26th. Ooh. Shoppers Fair. Remember Shoppers Fair? No. Bath towel, 69 cents. Famous American Hope sheets. Tape recorders, transistor tape recorder, or reel-to-reel tape recorder, $8.99. My God, flash cubes, 99 cents. Hockey sticks. Wow. Always time traveling with Lance. Editorial. Oh, it's got to be really boring for you guys. Sorry, oops. Oh, Jacobson's. I thought that was only a Detroit thing. Oh, Grosse Pointe. That was Jackson, Michigan again. So it was a Michigan thing. Diane Carroll. Kmart is your savings store. Yeah, there's also a group I belong to on Facebook of Kmart fans, and people find old Kmart products and put them in the and just post pictures of them, because we have our Christmas garland from Kmart. Nice. Thank you, Lance. Thank you. Okay, down to our last 5. And this is the one that just came in today. And let's see what treats are in store for us. Joy. Yogananda. We were just talking about him today, too, with Donna. The Yogananda. The Universal Church of Universal Life. Yeah. Not Universal Life. Because Gandhi's Ashes. I heard you mention this person in one of your unboxings, and your inflection to the name seemed to be approval in your voice. Anyway, I hope you like it. Enjoy, and happy, healthy New Year. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Peter Max. Yes, you're right. We love Peter Max. That's a cool one, too. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Peter Max is great. Illustrator. I think he's still alive. A bit of controversy with his family and fighting over his estate. Even I think his faculties are gone. But what a cool artist. Very definitive of an era. That's very, very cool. Thank you very much. I know that I have to look because I know your name, but M. All I know is by M now, and I apologize for that because I know you sent stuff before because you didn't sign this either by your name. Yogananda. That's so funny that it just came up, but because he's buried at Forest Lawn in the Great Mausoleum, the Yogananda, and he is right down the hall from my friend Roger, and Michael Jackson, unfortunately, is there too, which makes it a nightmare to go see your friends. But thank you for that. This, I know for sure, is a eBay purchase. Oh, look at that. Lickable treats. Delectable. This is an eBay purchase. It's one of my little weird, quirky... I always get like about 50 or 60 eBay alerts every morning for the different things that are my search parameters. And this was one. And I've seen this particular product come up for auction a lot over the years. But it's always like ridiculous amounts of money. And I got this for like $15, which is really cheap. And if you guys are... It's really a Detroit thing. If you're not from Detroit, you're not going to know what this creature is. And there is Milky the Clown. The Twin Pines Magic Clown. We have a magnet on our fridge of him. And Milky was the clown. Twin Pines was the dairy that delivered the Twin Pines dairy trucks, and Milky was the spokesperson. I think my brother was on his show. He was a terrifying creature, and I've always gravitated towards the things that terrify me, and I like that kind of stuff, and I thought this was kind of cool. So, but Milky's real name was Claire Cummings, I think, and I ended up finding something of his, like an illustration, like a Christmas card he sent somebody that he signed it. It wasn't an autograph, but he signed it for somebody, and it has his a drawing that he did on it. I'll do a story about him one day. But Claire Cummings, aka Milky, the terrifying Twin Pines magic clown. He was terrifying. Oh yeah, we should put a clip in this thing to show people because they wouldn't believe it.
Reminded me of Easter. And he's a hot dog. See, I bring my own lunch. This one I don't need, I'll put it right here. But I'll have another one. Another one? Oh, this one by your ear.
Okay, so this came today too, and this is addressed to you, and it's but I'm gonna open it, right? Because you don't want to open it, because you never want, unless you want it.
No, you can open it.
This is from our friend Neil in Britain, who is once again generously provided us with entertainment. That dog book he just sent, and the book of quotes he just sent, and he told me this was coming in a long time ago. And it just came in today, so he was excited that it arrived, and he wanted to make sure, that it had your name on it, so you knew that. And Neil says, "Hello, Troy. Please enjoy these."
Oh, Twiglets.
Oven
my
baked.
God.
Yeah, these are cool too. Little.
Oh my God, it's a whole box of Twiglets.
It's a whole presentation.
Oh my God, and they're not bags.
They're like, oh my God, look at that. You're set with Twiglets. Oh, look at that, Troy.
Oh my God, and you get to smell my breath after I eat them.
God, they're horrifying.
I'm going to kiss you after I eat them.
These things, Twiglets, are like Cheetos that taste like dirt.
Well,
they're Marmite.
They're like Marmite, but not everybody knows what Marmite is.
Well,
It's
for a good reason.
It's like salty dirt, kind of.
But what is it actually made of? Is it what kind of paste? Marmite is what kind of paste of something?
Open one. Open. And then take one out. You can see they're like little Twiglets.
They're like Doritos, or the
like
Cheetos.
Wood, like branches from trees. Yeah, they're
like coffee grounds.
Yeah, they're really.
Oh God! Oh my God! They're so awful.
No, they're not.
Oh,
give me them.
Jesus Christ! Get this shit.
They're really crunchy.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
they taste like coffee grounds. Oh my God! They're so bad. But it's like Marmite. You either really really like it, really hate it. There's no in between.
Well, you can only eat a few at a time, or I can't. I like them, but they're really kind of intense.
Yeah, they are. What is Marmite made of? What kind of paste? You got some in the fridge. You have something in the fridge.
It's not in the fridge. It's in the cupboard. It's a yeast.
Yes, that's what it is. It's yeast. It's really... Who wouldn't want to eat yeast? Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Neil.
Well, thank you, Neil. Scott's loving it.
Oh, that's really nice of you, and this will probably be around for a long time because that's sparingly. You like them, but you don't eat them. You eat them sparingly. Mm-hmm. What the cool things though, aren't they?
I only had the bags.
Yeah, Neil, you're very kind.
Thanks again, Neil.
Very, very kind. Now, Tamas has sent us another art form. That is Tamas, actually, with Feliz Año Nuevo, see? And rigor mortis is very stiffening. The mailbox said, "Oh, we've got something fun for you today. A jury consists of 12 persons chosen to decide who has the better lawyer. Early to rise, early to bed makes a man healthy, wealthy, and dead. Opportunity, a favorite occasion for grasping a disappointment, insider trading, stealing too fast. Forgive your enemies, but never forget their names. Anybody who goes to see a psychiatrist ought to have their head examined. Samuel Goldwyn. Underneath this flabby exterior is an enormous lack of character. Oscar Levant." All right. Where's my knife? I'm trying to open it. This knife has a tricky little...
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. This has a tricky little release on it.
Making everybody nervous.
Why isn't it opening up? Well, I'm not... It's okay. I'm not
No, well,
that's weird. Maybe... Oh, is this it?
Maybe you're not
It's
meant
not
to
since
use that one.
Well, this is the one my sister sent me, so I have to. Okay. This is the dough.
Well,
This is the-
Neil sent Twiglets, so that means you have to eat them.
I had one just now.
Did you spit it out?
That one's going to keep me awake tonight. Oh, look at that. 100 Greatest Stars of All Time Entertainment. Oh, I love these picture books. Gregory Peck. When did I see him? I saw him in person. I went to his funeral, but I saw him in person somewhere. Olivia de Havilland, Autry Hepburn, Ava Gardner.
Did you see him in the melon aisle?
No, the melon aisle.
Produce.
Donna saw Joanne Worley in the produce department. Could you imagine?
And then she did a melon thing on Laughing. At least one joke I remember.
Was that another melon joke? Okay, gotta be careful. This one, I don't want to rip anything, but it's very tightly packed.
Oh, is that Debbie?
I just saw this and I was like, "What was that? Gene Autry?" No, it's Roy Rogers. It is Debbie. The Debbie Reynolds Hollywood Museum.
God, when I first saw that, I knew it was Debbie, but it really looked like Carrie Fisher too. Like in the eyes, really.
It's just funny. We just watched Todd and Kat Fisher Tonight live every Saturday. They do a live thing, and today he was talking about Debbie's costume for the movie that she was in that Marilyn was supposed to do, but Marilyn died. But I've been to this to the museum, the Debbie Reynolds Museum, and I'm glad I went. Look at that! Look at a wonderful place. Yeah.
Okay.
Look how happy she is with all that stuff. It's sickening that she had to sell all that stuff.
I wish she could have, had her own museum last.
Yeah. And she had to sell it.
Oh, there's the where thing was.
Which items are your favorites? All of them. What's the strangest thing in your collection? Nothing is strange. I love it all. If you had only choose one item to keep, couldn't choose. Is there any item you search for but can't find? The Cape of Elizabeth Taylor's entrance to Rome. What's the first thing you ever collected? Costumes of the Golden Era. When did you start collecting? 1970 at the MGM auction. What do you collect? Motion picture memorabilia. Why do you collect? For the preservation of motion picture history. God bless her. Boy. Pretty neat. Look at all the ghosts. May's teeth. We have celebrity shoes. What? Whose shoes do we have? I have a pair of Robert Evans shoes. I know Elisa had Mae West shoes. Do we have Jane Withers shoes? We might have something of hers like that. We have so much stuff of Jane Withers.
We have little Sadie shoes.
We have Sadie's shoes that she danced in Rocky Horror. White Earth. These are cool. Disney Ceracells? I've never heard them called Ceracells. Charlie trips but never falls. What is this guy? Is this some kind of memorabilia of the murderous kind? We have some of that too. And we have a quarter today that we got of Manson's. Pretty cool. Thanks, Tamas. These are very interesting. Very interesting, as usual. And lastly, and this is from M again, and I apologize. This lovely person sent us the Peter Max, and here's something else that we got in the mail just today. It came in. Madeline. Thank you, Madeline, for signing your name on this one. I appreciate that. The 2 package heading to you. I don't know if this one came first or came together. However, this is just something for you and yours. P.S. I remembered, and you must follow. I remembered the present 1 and 2, and you must follow. Okay. Madeline. Oh, look at that. Wow. It's a what do you call that? Not crochet. Needlepoint? A needlepoint. What is that called?
That looks like crochet.
Crochet.
The needlepoint is
that's
on
right.
Canvas.
Crochet Frankenfurter.
Yeah.
That's funny. Cute. Choking hazards. Oh, I see. This is like. I see. This is the stand for it. Is that straw?
Oh.
Yeah, this is the stand for it. Lemon loops. Cute. Yeah. So who thinks of this? You know, I know what I'll do. I'll crochet a Frankenfurter. Oh, look at that. Sunkissed California Dream brand. Placentia, Orange County, California. That's where you used to work. Placentia. Wonder what this was. Oh, there's stuff in it. Oh, it's a little chair. Does Frankenfurter go in this?
Well, because there's that other stand. Is there something else?
I don't think so. No. It's just a curious. It's like a little.
This is a chair.
Mid-century chair thing. It's cute. And this Frank is cute.
It's a little.
What would you put in that? Like an orange or something?
An orange.
You know what I mean? It'd be perfect for an orange. Put Milky in it. Wow.
That'll fall.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Oh, you guys, everybody, thank you so much for everything you've sent. You guys are so kind and generous, and we have plenty to keep us busy with in the new year, and we've got loads of things to listen to and things to read and things to enjoy and things to put on shelves and to look at forever. So really, thank you guys very much for everything that you do, watching the videos and participating and commenting or whatever, and then sending lovely things. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, and Happy New Year to you. You heard me.